Good evening, YouTubers. I hope you're all safe with this COVID-19 virus lurking around. So it's been a few weeks since I've actually made a decent release. It's just I didn't have anything to make content with until yesterday, when I got contacted by a guy called Ruben and said, Wayne, I've got this Nerf Modulus Mark II. I painted it, I reassembled it, but now after I prime the blast and I fire, the prime handle does not want to move backwards anymore. Can you please fix this for me? And I said to him, yeah, sure, bring it in, I'll have a look. Okay, so I have not opened this up yet, but I'm going to have a look. As you can see, he's already started painting the blaster. I actually like the desert color that he's painting it, the desert brown. But just looking at the Nerf Modulus Mark II, I looked at this and I'm like, hey, this looks very familiar. And then I pulled my Delta Trooper closer, and it might not seem like it, but this is very similar to that. And let me quickly show you. If you take most of the attachments off, you can see that this is basically the same type of blaster. Let me just close this down. There we go. You can see it is the same type of blaster, or it looks very, very similar. So I kind of know what I'm in for. Let's open this blaster and look at the internals and see what's going on. Okay, so here we go. I've taken all the screws out just to shortcut this whole video, otherwise you'll sit here for minutes while I take screws out and battle to open the Nerf gun, because sometimes it can be tricky. Like this one was actually quite sticky. I decided to remove all the screws out of the shell just because even having them loose was giving me issues just lifting the shell out, so I had to take all the screws out because they were sticky. Okay, alright, so let's just quickly have a look. Let's take the shell off. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what do we have? And it is a Delta Trooper. Okay, and I don't know what a retaliator looks like inside. Many people tell me that the Delta Trooper is just another version of the retaliator. Well, if that is true, then this is another retaliator again. The internals look almost exactly the same. The only part that looks different to me here is the mag release. So let's just go through it quickly. So obviously we've got a mag here. To release the mag, normally you push this thing in, but I couldn't figure this out yet. So let's get the mag out. Come on. Let's have a look. That thing pushes, right? So it has to fit in there and then push. That's what it looks like. Okay, mag is out. I'll have to look at the mag release mechanism of this blaster. I need to understand it, how it works, to make sure that this is assembled correctly, because maybe that is part of Ruben's problem. But let's just continue. Okay, so we've got the mag. This looks like a normal, oh, it's a 10, not even a 12. Then we've obviously got our jam door here at the top. And then you've got your spring. Let's have a look if this is roughly the same size as a Delta Trooper spring. Apologies, I can't find my box with all the springs. I recently upgraded my Delta Trooper's spring. I think it looks very similar in any case. So let's move on. So you've got your plunger tube, obviously. It's a reverse plunger. This is the catch mechanism here in the back. Okay, this is where when you pull the trigger, this thing pushes up against that, which pushes up and then release this guy. Right. And then obviously here's the reverse plunger mechanism. There is the breech, so that's where your dart loads into. Just want to see the AR is still in there, so there's a potential mod that can be done to improve the performance there of this blaster. Okay, other than that everything seems fine. The only thing that I'm not sure about is this mag release. It feels like something is missing. Springs escaping. Obviously it looks like this thing can't come out for the moment. Something wrong there. Okay guys, so I have found the problem on this blaster. Well, I found the problem area. I don't have a solution yet. Okay, so you can see here that I have basically removed lots of the parts from this blaster. I've left a priming handle, this priming mechanism and the breech in place, and the mag release mechanism. So what is happening now is if the blaster is, if you try and prime it, you can see I try and move it back, it's actually pushing against this, and for some reason there's a lock here that is stuck. Okay, and it's not allowing the blaster to be primed because according to it, I think it thinks the mag is empty or the gun has been, or something like that. I actually have to pull this down, and then obviously then this thing can move. So I've got a problem area here that I need to go and study this mechanism a little bit to try and understand exactly how it works and what is going on here. Why is this not wanting to move out of the way to allow the blaster to prime? Okay, so I have found the problem, and it was very misleading. It had me looking in the wrong place as well. Okay, so here's the blaster in front of us. Let me just make sure that it's in view. Okay, yes. Okay, so when I got the blaster, and you can go and check the video from when I opened it, okay, it looked like this. And if you had the blaster open, you would not be able to prime it. You will notice, look at that, I can't prime this blaster. And I opened this guy up and I started thinking really that the problem was over here. Here with this mag release area, with this thing not wanting to go down. I looked at images online and it looked the same. So I started placing the blaster back together, and then I realized what is happening here is that the plunger tube, okay, has been put in the wrong way around, and that is actually preventing the blaster from priming. And I'm going to show you now. Okay, such a simple thing. So if you look at this tube, you'll see there's a little fin there at the top, and there's a little white block there at the top. Let me zoom in for you guys so you can actually see. Let's get some zoom here. Okay, so let's just see there. Okay, so there's a little fin there and there's a little block there. And if you go and watch the video when I open it up, you'll see it was just like this. If you take this tube, just simply turn it around like that. Guess what? Now you can actually prime the blaster. There we go. Now I can prime it. Obviously I have to watch the spring shooting all over the place now, but that is the actual problem. The plunger tube was just in the wrong way around. That was a sneaky one. It had me going for a while as well. So this blaster is not broken, it was just assembled the wrong way. Okay, let's just get this thing back into place. There we go. Such an easy solution for such a misleading problem. Okay, there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and hope maybe you've learned something from this as well. Okay, and it is the moment of truth. Did I actually fix this or not? So here we've got mag. I've added 2 dots in there. Got some dog hair attached to that. Okay, and insert it. Prime. Fire. That worked. Well, let's prime back. It's working. So there you go, guys. This blaster has been repaired. This was a simple issue of just not being assembled correctly. That's why it's important when you take your blaster apart, always take a photograph of it before you start removing the internals, so that you can refer back to it. For those that don't do that, come to my channel. That's why we've got the internal series. Cheers, guys. See you next time. Remember to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. Cheers. Oh, wait, before I forget. If you live in Cape Town or in South Africa and you've got a broken blaster, specifically Nerf, I'm not clued up with other brands yet, but I'll look at Nerf and even the Zero blasters. But if you've got a broken blaster, if it's not physically broken, okay, but let's say you've played with it and then it just stopped working, okay, or if you took it apart and it was working before and now after you assemble it, it doesn't want to function anymore, contact me via my YouTube site. You go there to the channel and there's an about section and my email address is listed there. I think there's an area where you can contact me through as well. Do that and maybe I can help you out. Cheers, guys. See you next time and be safe.